Hi there, this is Benjamin from ThoughtCast Magic, and I'm here with an exciting update for anyone who is performing Calculon. A few days ago, we launched an update to Calculon 2.1. In this update, there are a variety of bug fixes and changes, as well as a few new Pro Tool features, but the biggest news is that Calculon now supports ThoughtCast actions. What this means is that any information gathered by Calculon can be forwarded to actions and then processed however you'd like. Some examples of what you can do with Calculon include being able to make a prediction on someone's phone, and when they check it, you Google searched a celebrity that shares the same birthday as a spectator, or a random total that everyone in the audience has entered into the calculator is handwritten on a business card in your wallet. The possibilities are endless. So I'm going to show you this actions integration along with a few of the new features and fun things you can do with Calculon version 2.1. Okay, let's talk about the first big change to Calculon, and that is the support for actions. Now, if you don't know what actions are, it is a new toolkit that allows you to take data from ThoughtCast apps and send them to other apps and other services and different things like that. So with Calculon, you need to just install the Actions app, and you just log in to do it, and you can see a lot of these things are already in the ThoughtCast app. So if you're used to the ThoughtCast app, a lot of this should look familiar, but you can send your data to a variety of different places. Legacy Wallet, voila. You could send it to Diverter, you could send it to Earworm, you could send it to Calculon even. The choices are quite vast as far as what this does. So what you can do now is you can send whatever information you want to Actions, and Actions will send it to that service, so if it's in the list, you can do it, and we're constantly adding new actions to this list. So just for sake of demonstration, I'm going to show you the web search. So all this is going to do is it's going to open a web page on this phone, and it's going to do a Google search for whatever we input into it. Okay, so let's go to Calculon and let's set this up. So we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go down to send to actions. It's a new menu item, and then under info to send, we're going to change this, and a lot of people love to do birthday predictions, so let's do a celebrity after searching for a birthday. So let's do a celebrity found from a birthday. So if you look at the list, you'll see there is birthday in my list, and I already have this set up to search for a birthday when a date is inputted. So we're going to change this to celebrity. So it's going to grab a random celebrity from the list of celebrities and include it. The include extra text is for things like distances and other items that have a little bit of extra text. So this way, if you're sending this to a printer, you can print out just the number and then reveal the number is the distance and that sort of thing. And then the auto send timer, basically you set this up, and then once the information changes, it will automatically open actions and complete the action after the information changes. So we're going to leave this off. I'm going to trigger it manually. Now keep in mind, you can trigger it manually like I'm about to show you, and you can also use a Versa remote if you have a Versa remote to trigger actions as well. So we're going to go back to performance mode here, and I am already set up ready to go, and I'm going to put in the month, day, and year of the birthday, and that will hopefully connect. So let's connect to my spectator's phone like so. We'll give it a second to pair. Okay, we are now paired. So let's put in a birthday. So let's say they put in the birthday of 3 plus 15 plus, let's say 1978. Why not? Okay, and if I press plus one more time, it will do the search. Now you can see here are my celebrities, like so. Now, if you want to trigger actions from your phone, you can swipe right twice. When you do that, it will trigger actions. But something that's fun is you can actually trigger actions from your spectator's phone. Now keep in mind, when you do this, you have to have your phone open. Okay, if your phone is shut or if your phone is closed and you go to trigger actions from their phone, it will send the command to your phone, but if the app is closed, it won't know what to do with it. So we're going to trigger actions on your phone from their phone. And the way you do that, and if you don't know, you can always go to the menu to show you all the shortcuts, it is a long press of the number 3. So I'm going to go to number 3, I'll press it and hold, and you'll see it will automatically launch actions here, and it will do a search for one of the celebrities in that list, which is Andrew Jackson. So that is an example of how to use actions with Calculon. Okay, let's talk about the next feature. This is new information you can view with the birthday or whatever date is entered into the calculator. So normally, if you go to the number info setting in the settings, you'll see a bunch of information that you can show currently, like birthday, star sign, age, and so forth. However, we now have some new items at the bottom. We have show traits, show words, show movie releases, show on this date events, and show holidays. Now, what are each of these? I'll give you a quick rundown. Traits are common personality traits for a star sign. So when they put in a star sign, it will show you a couple of common personality traits for that star sign. It is sort of just a sort of common knowledge zodiac traits that are available if you search for different zodiac symbols, so you don't have to memorize them for all 12 zodiac signs. Then show words will show you some words that were released in the same year as whatever date is entered, and this is for the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So if you see a word, you can ask Siri or you can search on Google for when was this word added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it will show you that year. They do it per year, not necessarily by the day. But you can show those words. Then for show movie releases, it will show movies that were released on that same day. On this date, it's pretty straightforward. It'll show you some events that happen on that date. And then show holidays will show you all the holidays on that date. And believe it or not, there are lots of holidays for every day of the year. That is, some of them seem kind of trite, but it is a fun thing that you can reveal, again, using Siri. So just for keeping our display clean, we're going to turn off the rest of these, and we'll just turn on the new ones. So we'll turn on this one, this one, this one, this one. We'll turn off the celebrities, and then we'll turn on the traits. We'll turn on the words, and we'll turn on the movie releases. And you'll notice these show all. What these mean is that it will show all of the traits. If you turn this off, it will only show one trait. So, or it'll only show one of the items. So show all words, if you turn it off, it'll just show one word. Show movie releases, if you turn it off, it'll just show one release. This is really important for on this day, because usually on this day is a couple of lines. So we're just going to do just the one for on this day, and then show holidays will show them all. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the information you can find using the new birthday lookup tool. So I'm going to search for a birthday. Let's do March 15th, and we'll do 1985, and we'll do a quick search, and you can see here some of the information you can now find. So here's a few traits for the March birthday star sign. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's artistic, sentimental, dependent. Beatboxer was introduced into the dictionary apparently in 1985, so that's a fun fact. Here's a few movies. Incredible Burt Wonderstone was released that day. That's fun. And then a few holidays. National Shoe the World Day. So that's a fun thing. And then you can see the event. President Woodrow Wilson met with 100 reporters for the first formal presidential press conference. So those are a few things you can reveal now, in addition to all of the other things that Calculon was showing you. It'll now show you all this new information. And the best part is a lot of this stuff can be revealed with Siri. So you can just ask your spectator to ask Siri when was the Incredible Burt Wonderstone released, or you can ask Siri what year was Beatboxer added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it will show that information on their phone. So a few new things that you can reveal using Calculon. Okay, let's talk about number entry. Now, as you know, you can swipe to enter new force numbers in performance mode, but we added a few new methods for both performance mode on the phone and also the watch app. So let's start with the phone. One of the new methods we added is keypad entry mode. So if you swipe up twice, like so, you will get the keypad. And some people find this to be a little bit easier as far as number input. So you just type in the number, press and hold anywhere, and it will commit that number as your next force number and set it as force active. So that's the first method. The second method on your watch, we, as you know, have a keypad on the watch, but we also added the same swipe entry method from performance mode to the watch. So like normally, to activate force mode on the watch, all you have to do is press and hold the watch face. And then let's say we wanted to input the number 1, 2, 3. So it would be 1 would be up and to the right, and then 2 would be right and up, and then 3 would be right and right. And again, just like the normal watch entry mode, all you have to do is press and hold, and it commits that number to the phone and sets force active. So there's a few of the new number input methods for performance mode. Okay, another new feature that we added to Calculon is the ability to select the number that gets processed for certain calculations, including the square, cube, and custom value, the pi revelations value, and the value of the card at the specific card stack number. So a few people have asked about this, and so we now have it in the settings. So if you go to settings, calculated values, and at the bottom there is a entry to use for calculated value section. Now by default this is the pre-equals total, so whatever the pre-equals total is showing, that's the value that's going to be used to make that calculation for either the square, cube, custom, pi revelation, or card stack. But you can choose any one of those and you can change that value. So let's say I'm doing a pi revelations revelation, pardon the expression, and I want to use something else. I can tap on it and I can choose the item. So I can use the spectator's age that's figured out from the birthday. I could use the number of days alive. Keeping in mind, I have the birthday information set in my setup calculated value, set up in my number info. So if I go number info, set up entry order, you can see I have month, day, and year for birthday. So when I go to the calculated values, it's going to show me the number options of birthday information. But we can choose any one of these. We can also choose number position, and this is basically which number is entered. The operation buttons are what is going to separate each individual number. So the plus, minus, multiply, and divide are going to separate the numbers. So if you have this set like I do to number 3, it's going to take the third number entered. So the first number, and then the spectator hits plus, then they type in the second number, however many digits, the spectator hits plus, they type in the third number, and then when they hit plus or any one of the other yellow buttons, it will show the result for that number. So let's show that in action. So I have pi revelation set to number position, I have the position set to number 3, I have pi revelations convert showing on my peak. So let's go to performance mode. Let's open up the calculator on our spectator's phone like so. I'm going to press open. And now keep in mind, we're going to put in a birthday, but the year is the thing that pi revelations is going to show the result for. So let's start with the birthday date. So let's go maybe April. Then we'll go, this is the month obviously, and then we'll press plus. We'll put in the day, so it'll be maybe the 15th. We'll hit plus, we'll put in the year as 1994. So currently it's showing the result for 0. 78, 18, 24 is 0 in pi revelations. But when we press equals, it will change that. So now it's showing the result for 1994, which is page 57, line 3, and 9 across. And if you go to that in your pi revelations book, let's take a quick look and see if we are correct. So here's page 57. Let's go to line 3, and let's go to the 9th number across, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and there it is, 1994, just like so. So you can choose any number that you'd like, or you can choose the spectator's age, you could choose their zip code value, whatever you want. As long as it's a number, you can use that number to generate the other numbers and other values in the calculated value section of Calculon. Okay, now this is something I mentioned earlier, but I just want to reiterate it. We have added so much new information for the date revelation that if you go to your performance mode with everything on, you'll notice a lot of that information just gets cut down at the bottom of the screen. It just gets cut off totally. So what if you want to be able to see this information? Now obviously you cannot scroll this because Calculon can't tell the difference between a scroll and a swipe, so we just turn the scrolling off. But what if you want to see the rest of this information? Well, what you can do is you can now turn on and off each individual piece of information granularly, so you only show the information you want to see. So how does that work? Well, we can go to the settings, we can go to the number info, and now in the peak visibility we have toggles for every single item that we're showing in the peak total. So what I can do is, since I have in the entry order, I have the birthday set up, it's showing all of the birthday peak information. But what if I just want to show the star sign traits, and I just want to show the on this day history? Well, it's pretty simple. You just turn off all the toggles like so. and the ones that you turn off, the show all will turn off. We'll leave traits on, we'll turn the words off, we'll turn movie releases off, we'll leave on this day on, we'll turn show holidays off. So now it's just going to show traits and on this day. And in fact, to even clean up the peak screen a little more, we'll go to performance mode and we will turn off show history. So now we're going to remove the history entirely. Now, if we go back to performance mode, you'll see here, not only is it far cleaner, we're able to see the information right here in front of us. And if there are other events, they'll just fill in the space down here. So it's a way to clean up your screen and make things much more easier to see and find while you're using Calculon with the date revelation on. This last new feature of Calculon is kind of a minor one, but now you can add the Calculon logo to your watch face. So if you need to get to the Calculon app quickly, you can put the icon on your watch face, and when you tap it, it will take you to the Calculon app. All right, those are the features of the brand new Calculon 2.1 update. If you have any questions, you can always email me at the contact links on our website, and if you don't have Calculon, you can get it at thoughtcastmagic.com/Calculon. My name is Benjamin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.